kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
He's going to take off. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now adjusting. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's locked.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and they look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
The Gators send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. stopped after making the catch. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the handoff. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Minnesota packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Gophers Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Minneapolis. 60 minutes of football,
and the ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And the Gators are in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed on.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Breaks the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. On the run, it's Sawyer. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now he's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick handoff. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The run from the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Gators are marching down the field. Gonna run it. It's Booker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting, trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the run. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give to the tailback. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They're working that left side. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Dumps it off in the flats. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Hauls it in, looking for space. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They go to the draw. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. It's a draw. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to...
He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space. It's Booker. Smashes him with the stiff arm. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lay. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 10 to East Carolina.
Pulls it, fired, complete.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The hand to the running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Extending the play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll bring it back. It's Maldonado. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, receiving team.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
Brings up second
The
down.
option look. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Love.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Gators! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down.
Brings up second down.
Finds his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put in play from the 27, first down. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
The give. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Second down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking to throw on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Power football with the run. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And first down for the offense.
The give out of the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gators have taken it inside the 20.
2nd down.
Fast motion from the offense. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Working that left side now. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Wants to go up top. Try. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
He'll try to do it himself.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third and short from the 49 is this four-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lay. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Third down after the run.
Third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, it's Lay. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down for the Tigers.
He's going to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. He caught it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. The offense will quickly use a timeout. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.